Dang. This is the voice of the patriot. And here we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. This is the voice of the patriot. And we are here to speak patriotism. Here we don't do politics. What we do is called patriotism. And you are all compatriots. This is the voice of the patriot. Now the very first story we are looking at today is taken from Ghana Web, and it says young Ghanaian twins found dead in river in Barcelona. And I read, tragedy has struck a Ghanaian family. Can I read that again? Tragedy has struck a Ghanaian family in Spain after identical twin brothers were found dead. Now, according to Spanish media reports, on July 14, 2026, the 11-year-old boys were believed to have drowned in the Ter River in Manillo, Barcelona. Manillo in Barcelona. Now, reports indicate that the twins had gone out to play football at dusk, but failed to return home. Their father later reported them missing, prompting a search by local police. An extensive search by police in the area where the boys had gone to play led to the discovery of their bodies in the Ter River. The first body was found at exactly 1 p.m., while the second was recovered around 2 p.m., both from the riverbed. Now, the search team also found clothing matching what the twin brothers were reportedly wearing near the area where their bodies were recovered. Now, the report added that the description of the two missing 11-year-old twins matched the bodies recovered from the river. The bodies have since been transferred to the Institute of Legal Medicine and Forensic Sciences of Catalonia for autopsies and formal identification. Although autopsies are yet to be conducted, police suspect the brothers died in an accidental drowning. Investigations have, however, been launched to determine the exact circumstances surrounding the incident. Well, I want to say it is sad. As a man who has children, some of them around the age of these identical twins, it hurts. My brother, when we have children, we invest a lot of emotions in them. We take care of them using resources, most of the time hard and sweat-soaked resources. When they pass on like this, especially in these conditions, it's very saddening. And I'm speaking as a father. I have children. Even before I became a father, I remember when I was at Zogbeli Junior Secondary School, JSS, not JHS. In my days, it was JSS, not JHS. My brother, my sister, I was in JSS from 1985 to 1988 when I finished. In 1988, just after writing our examination, we were told that one of our classmates had drowned. He was called Saibu. He drowned in a small water body, not even qualified to be called a stream. It was a dam for irrigation at a place around Tamale called Bilpiala. Bilpiala simply means white spring. I remember We as friends of Saibu went all the way to Bilpela. And when the parents were told that we were classmates to the drowned boy, they started to cry. We saw how the body was pulled out of the water, how it was laid to rest right in front of the banks of the dam before it was carried immediately away for burial the Muslim way. We went all the way to the cemetery. I watched my brother, my sister, as a 14-year-old at the time in 1988, how the body was lowered into the ground. That was the first time I was seeing a dead body. I thought it was easy, but I imagined myself being put in there. My brother, my sister, this memory remained with me till now. And the sad thing, when Saibu was wrapped in all white, no coffin, nothing. You know how Muslims bury. And he was lowered into that shallow grave under a mahogany tree. Insects, some red insects, started jumping onto the body. If the family is listening, please forgive me. Insects jumping onto the body. They couldn't wait for us to return so that they would have a good meal. It changed my perspective about life forever, even at the age of 14. It took me 3 months to be able to have a sleep without nightmares. That was at 14. I didn't invest too much in Saibu, except friendship, let alone parents who went to bed dreaming about love, mating, gametes coming together, spermatozoa coming together with ovaries, and boom, a child is born out of love. After 9 months, so much investment in school, in love, in training for 11 solid years. When you are so attached to twins, boom, they are gone. It hurts. But my brother, the importance of this story is not only about invested emotions and resources. It's about every now and then we reading in the news. The news reel is always screaming something. Oh, Ghanaians dead in Gambia. Ghanaians killed in South Africa. Ghanaians killed in America. Oh, Ghanaians mysteriously dead in Canada. Yet when we return here, my brother, my sister, it is very hard for us to hear that Americans have been killed, that Canadians have been killed, Tunisians have died in a river right here in Accra. You know, we don't do that, my brother, my sister. But every now and then, this is what we see. It looks like it's a one-way traffic. Our citizens are running outside the country every now and then. Please come along so we make sense together. How many times have you heard that Americans drowned in this country? How many times have you heard that Canadians drowned in this country? How many times have you heard that Chinese drowned in this country, even with all the galamsey? You don't hear that. But every now and then, oh, Ghanaians dead here, Ghanaians here, Ghanaians slaughtered here, Ghanaians here, Ghanaians here. It looks like we have become the modern day Fulanis of Africa. We are traveling everywhere. We are running away from our own country. I'm not equating migration to running away, but it looks like that is what we are going through. Hey, yeah, sister. Oh, hey, yo, P. Anytime there is a tragedy, there is a Ghanaian in there. Anytime there's a volcano, even though we have never had a volcanic eruption in Ghana, volcanic eruption in Japan, There are Ghanaians, and you wonder what language are they speaking there in Japan. Every time there is an earthquake in Afghanistan, there are Ghanaians involved. Then you want to ask yourself, what language are these Ghanaians speaking in Afghanistan? My brother, I believe that if there is even a volcanic eruption in Greenland, in Iceland, there would be Ghanaians and Nigerians involved. It looks like we are everywhere. In my geography class, we were only told that Fulanis are the specialist migrants because of the kind of work they do. They are cowboys. They move around with cows. Have we become the modern day Fulani? We are traveling all over the place without cows, unlike the Fulani. We are looking for grass to eat ourselves. Please, can I come back again? Listen with rapt attention, and this will be quoted several years after we are even gone. Unlike the Fulanis who move from place to place, looking for green grass for their cows, we Africans, Ghanaians, Nigerians, we are moving from place to place, turning ourselves into cows, looking for greener pastures. Can I say it again? Or do you understand? I hear Ghanaians and Nigerians say they are looking for greener pastures. Are you cows? Are you a cow, a goat, or a sheep? Tell me which one. You are looking for greener pastures. When the Fulani man tells me he's looking for greener pastures, I understand that he's looking for that for his cattle. But when a Ghanaian, a Nigerian tells me that he's looking for greener pastures, he has become a goat, or a sheep, or a cow, or a donkey. Certainly not a dog and not a pig. Think about it. It hurts. Any calamity in the world, there's a Ghanaian. Twin Towers crashed, Ghanaians were in there. Volcanic eruption in Krakatoa, Ghanaians are there. Hey, Titanic sank. I'm sure they were Ghanaians, but they were never identified. They were eaten by the fish before they were identified. Ghanaians and Nigerians, we are everywhere looking for greener pastures. It's time to stay home in patriotism, help develop our countries, my brother, my sister, so that at least we would have some respect put on our names. I don't like it. Anytime I hear that ICE is running after people, Ghanaians are running all over the place. And if everywhere you go, you find Nigerians and Ghanaians. My brother, my sister, I'm sure in hell, there are Ghanaians and Nigerians speaking Twi and Igbo to Satan. I'm sure. Because we're everywhere, looking for greener pastures where there are no soils. Kai, this is too deep for many people to understand. But my brother, the people who lost their lives, oh yo, if these were my children, I am sure that I will cry till the end of my life. When you read the Bible, there was a man whose son was called Joseph. When Joseph was said to have been killed and eaten by animals, what did his father say? The Bible said he cried himself old. That is how much emotion we invest in our children. Please, this is a message to the government, message to the leaders of Africa. Please stop making Africa hell. We have beautiful people in Africa, beautiful resources in Africa. We allow foreigners whose countries we run to rather come and use our countries as their backyard for dumping their nasty attitudes. Black Rasta, you are too deep this afternoon. I am so hurt, brethren. So hurt. It is sad, but this is what it is. Now, OLP. What happened to our children's parks? What are the children's parks? What are they? A4 Sutherland Park. When you go there, you know what you see? Snakes, lizards. I'm sure there are even alligators there. We are encroaching on everything that is supposed to be left for children. If not so, why will children leave Ghana to go and swim in Barcelona? Ghanaians feel proud to leave Labadi Sea here and go all the way to Japan and sit by the sea and take photographs and send to us, after turning Labadi Beach into a shithole. You leave the shithole and then you go all the way to Japan and sit down there, and any Japanese who is passing say moshi moshi, moshi moshi, and you take photos and send to us. You want to have your honeymoon in Dubai. Why not at Choco? Tell me, I'm asking you. You want to have your honeymoon in Dubai. You want to have your honeymoon in New York. Why not in Choco? Why don't you have your honeymoon in Jamestown? Because Lavender Hill is ready to welcome you. Hallelujah. Lavender Hill. Please, let us respect what we have. Let us love what we have. It hurts me when other nationals treat us like nonsense. Look what recently happened in South Africa and still happening. Operation Didula. March and March. Some demonic names. In South Africa, if your name is not, they slaughter you and kill you. What is your name? Mensa, you get slaughtered. What's your name? Amabonsu. They kill you. Ne? But if your name is, then you are free. Because it looks like we have nowhere to run to. We have demonized our home, turned it into a fireplace where we are roasting ourselves. In fact, I'm in a very bad mood after this. I don't want to continue with this segment.